Konnichiwa de ya, Shiro desu. And we're back in Satisfactory, and it's raining. That's neat. So yeah, I've done some offline play, to get some things running. You might notice the belts aren't moving. I brought in a friend to help me out, mostly to help me with things I didn't fully understand, and get some things running. We did some research. So, we've got a bunch of this stuff. This is all stuff we just kind of had around, the requirements for. So it wasn't really a whole lot. It's just stuff we had. And we went and we found a new fancy rock we'll go look at in a little bit. So yeah, it was stuff we had. So I got a bunch of research knocked out. I also found some slugs in my adventure. They're chilling in here. I don't exactly have the... I guess I don't need the... I don't need this anymore, do I? Yeah, we don't really have a need for this now. I'll explain why in a minute. First of all, let's get that equipped. There we go. Cool, put that away. So yeah, we just kind of need weapons nowadays. So yeah, we've done some upgrading. We have a little bit of biofuel stashed up for later. But you may notice all the belts are stationary. And that's not because we don't have power. We've got power. In fact, we're good. We'll look at that in a minute. So yeah, I've basically left the game running for an extended period of time. Yeah, a long time. We're up to 31 hours in this save right now. And that's because I've finished all 500 and backed everything up. So all of these are now full. I also started making these. So these are full. All of this is full. Everything is backed up and full to the brim with materials. I did this because I got tired of how much time we were spending standing around waiting for stuff to be made. So I just left the game running and walked away for a while. So yeah, we have actually extended the limestone for concrete into 2 storage boxes because we are going to need a lot of it. See, up this way, all that is right now is 2 little mines that currently aren't doing anything. You can see there's an iron line up here that doesn't have a whole lot on it, because I kept picking it up while I was trying to get the belt situated. And we've got a Caterium ore here, which we were doing manually to get that over here. So that's just here. We don't have anything to do with those just yet. We're just going to leave them alone. But if we follow this line over here, we'll go to where our big project is. So yeah, this is now, I've added this since the last stream. This is just more rocks coming in. This is just to help keep the concrete rolling, because we are going to need a lot of it. And unfortunately, the belts we have do not... Well, the locations and the belts we have do not support properly what we need there. 45 just does not divide well. Or, 120 does not divide well into 45. Which did not work. It just didn't work. So I did the best I can. That's why we got 3 back there for concrete. Kind of just limited by the fact that the game's math is a little not perfect sometimes. But that's fine. We get enough rocks coming in. Eventually it'll balance out nice and even. So if we come all the way up here, you can start to see them now. We actually are on coal power now. So way up here, we have our coal power plants. I'm gonna just kind of jump around this way to get up. There we go. So right now we just have the 4, because they are kind of expensive. They are running perfectly optimized. Absolutely perfect. They are being fed as quickly as they burn. Not that they really need to produce a whole lot right now. They're kind of just existing, because we don't have a huge demand for power. And you see, right as that hits, it moves in. And another one comes out, hits, and it moves in. And all of these are perfectly balanced. Ooh, I fell down. To never turn off. Yeah, it's a little jank with how we're doing the pipes across here, but it is functional, and that's enough for me. Like, even this one way down here keeps refilling. Oh, it's got 96 in it. I should probably bring some more up to buffer that last one, but I don't really need it as long as it has a couple in there. So yeah, we have coal power now. So the kind of the goal for today, when we go down and take a look at where I've got the pumps and everything. You see, I think I overkilled the pump situation for getting up this hill, but I just wanted to be sure. Last thing I wanted is to not have enough. Yeah, here we are. We've got our 2 pumps. 2 pumps down here support 4 mines up top. So we will add more. This is our only normal node of coal down here. The rest are pures. Right here, so this is our only normal. So this is running a 60 belt. The rest are going to run 120 belts. That's another reason I needed all the materials made back in base. So this thing can actually put out 120 per minute onto a belt. We're going to run that over onto here and send that up the main line up to our production area, where we're going to add more power plants. So that's kind of our upgrades for today. We're going to double our power, is step 1. Once power has been doubled, we're actually going to start working on upgrading moving to a new base for our main production area. Well, not production area, our research area. But I mean to say. Run along the pipes here for ease of access. So what do we need again? Because I haven't placed a whole lot. We dropped a couple of these things down just willy-nilly as well, just to get stuff out with the materials we had on hand. Power. Oh yeah, we got the power pole Mark II, so that's cool. Unfortunately, it takes quick wire, which we don't have, so... You know, we have them, they're unlocked, we can't do anything with them. We need... is it rotors? Do you want the plates? Alright, so let's head back to base and pick up some stuff. And we'll come back out here and we'll start getting this place rigged up. And then we can actually build things. We're just gonna ignore the monsters. They're all kind of wedged in places at this point. I just don't feel like dealing with them. We have some like hostile plants we have to jump around to. It's kind of annoying in the area we're in, but it's fine. It's functional. That's all that's necessary. Yeah, you can hear them over there being grumpy. That's fine, we're just gonna run on past. Don't need to worry about him. So yeah, that's just 2 long lines that run up to some mines that will eventually tie in to the area. We might actually send them somewhere else. That's kind of why they're not plugged in at the moment. Because I might end up moving the production base entirely. I'm not a huge fan of where it ended up. And how it's designed, especially the far end, where I just kind of got a little... I got a little jank there at the end, where it's just, that'll work kind of placements. We'll take a look at those here in a second. We gotta pick some stuff up anyways. Like right here, I discovered I needed to use these fancy plates for more things. So originally they just popped right out into here, but... well, we needed to use them elsewhere, so then I had to turn, go into here. This goes up and over to get over where we needed. This then has to snake... It's a disaster. It is awful. It's ugly. I hate it. But hey, what can you do? We're about to do 4, so I only need 40 of this stuff. Just give me a stack, I guess. How many? 20? So I only needed 80. I got more than enough. What else do I need? I need some fancy cables. I got plenty. Maybe grab a little bit more of that. Those will craft now, so we are consuming some power. But we have so many resources backlogged, it shouldn't take but a minute. Beautiful. Alright, what else do we got? We could use some more regular plates. There we go. Those will refill quickly with just how much is being produced. You can also do the milestone pretty easily. We'll do that later. Right now I want to get power upgraded because I feel like that is our next big problem. Yeah, we should have enough for that as well without too much of an issue. Use our belt here to get across the area without having to deal with the terrain too much. This one was close enough, and I didn't want to interfere with the oil, so we didn't bother to block it. Like we did with the Sky Road over there. That was more... It's so... Where we were going was so elevated compared to here, it just made more sense to stay up there and avoid all of the problems than come back down. We'll probably redesign it later when we have more resources and trains and things. My idea is we have like a iron collection line that does nothing but go around to all the various iron mines and bring it back to a production facility where it unloads. Maybe you have several trains that like dump together into one big processing unit that keeps up with it. And then we get like, do that for copper and all the various other materials. So it all just gets processed in one location and then put all those processed materials on various trains that then shoot across the world to our research base where we can use them as necessary. That's kind of the end goal. That's a ways away though, because we do have to make quite a few things to get to that point. I just realized we didn't grab concrete. We'll have to grab that in a minute. That was stupid of me. Okay, let's see. Here we are, and boop. Okay, there we go. That's 4 more coal power plants. Fantastic. Now, 60 is enough to support those. We're gonna redesign how some of this... well, no, I like the redesign. So it gets split here, 30-30, then it gets split again, 15-15, 15-15. So each of these only needs 15. So 4 can be supported by 60. We're gonna have double that with our new mine. So let's run the belts first, because those are a whole lot easier to place and run, and we need concrete. Yep, we're just gonna need a lot of concrete. This is why we made a bunch. This is also why I stockpiled, because I spent so much time running back and forth. We needed to have the materials ready when I got them. Like, I waste enough time not remembering to grab stuff. We don't need to waste more time waiting on crafting to happen. Beautiful. God, I love the traversal in this game. It's so good. It's just so fluidly transitioning between all the various things. I think that's one thing this game did super well, is just getting around. Very good control. Detailed maneuvers. Very fast. Alright. Sort that, sort me, let's go. Lots of concrete. We'll use it, so I don't feel bad about how much now needs to move around in the base. Because we will need it. The research base is going to be rather large. It has to house all of the research stuff, so we're talking a lot. And I do mean a lot of resources need to be piled in there. and we'll have to set up the awesome sink as well so we get stuff. Although, you can probably set up more than one awesome sink, since I'm pretty sure they're shared, but we'll research that before we do it. But I am pretty sure they're shared inventory, so it's like you can set them up as overflow for all of my various materials throughout the world, and just have the overflows just dump directly into the awesome sink of whatever items we have excess of. After we're done producing what we produce. Then again, we could just, like, dump a whole lot of materials in there in general. Okay. Yeah, let's get the belts done for this. Because this one's going to take a bit of finagling, and the pipes are going to be a whole lot easier. Harder to place, I think, but easier to understand. Since it's just two more pumps into one big pipe, which is relatively simple. Here we go, Mark II belts. That's now producing coal at 120 per minute. I did not bring enough plates for this because I'm dumb. I'm forgetting all the things today. Yep, we are just straight up not going to have enough stuff. Well, I'm dumb. Let's go get some more. We do still have all the bio generators sitting over there. They're currently not plugged in to the network. That's on purpose. They are full of biofuel. They're kind of my backup if I ever have a power problem along the way. I can basically just jumpstart the whole base by plugging in an extra 300 megawatts of power. It's just sitting there ready to go, and it's one power cable away from being plugged in and supporting the whole base. So if ever we have an emergency or I overbuild in some way, I don't have to worry about it. It will just kind of work. Can't believe I keep forgetting things, though. It's really annoying. This is kind of par for the course, though. This is like how all the Stardew playthroughs are streams are going, where I just keep forgetting things each day, and then I just have to make up for it later. It's extra annoying because we did spend all that time producing all these materials, so it's just like I need to get this done and get all the stuff first try. And now you can see all this stuff is flowing again, although this looks like it backed up already. Yep. Alright, that should be plenty. That's kind of our most important of the resources over there, because they are used in the better belts, which we do need a bunch of for what we're doing. Especially when we start crossing the great distances to the research base location. We are going to definitely need loads and loads of throughput on that. That being said, we may not run the belts over there. That might be something we set up that area with a power cable, and that's where we leave it for now. And we save that for when we have better stuff to get there. Because I feel like that might be a lot easier to pull off than trying to run all the different items belt-wise over there. Because what do we got? We got plates. screws, tubes, advanced plates, rotors, cement, 2 different types of wire. You got wire and cable, the metal rollers, the advanced plates, not the advanced plates, the fancy like space plate things we got for the space elevator, the empty cubes, and that's just what we're making currently. We have to then add for all the future thing. Like, I don't think we're gonna run that many conveyor belts all the way over to a research location. That just seems a bit much. And like it's more effort than it's worth. It is probably simply easier to create storage crates for all that stuff and just go pick it up when there's 500. That's probably a whole lot easier until we get the train system set up. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, and then it should be right here. We need another one. Beautiful. And then we get a little bit more. Easy to measure when we get up here. Here we go. Beautiful. Oh, I fell. Do I know what I'm doing? Fell again. God, it's so finicky sometimes. Okay, there we go. So that comes out to here, where the bottom line then is done. We then need to split what we have, because we have 60 worth of consumption here, but we have 120 worth coming in. So we're gonna need a splitter here. Would like this. Yep, right there. That's perfect. That feeds those. This one's gonna go here and feed those two. Those are our basic ones. So those are quite simply 60 belts, because they're actually only going to carry 15 a piece. Like so. Beautiful. Those are now feeding where they need to go. Now, we do need to split this belt twice. So these each need to be fed by a splitter, which we can put, I think right about here should be good. And then one more splitter right here. Try to line this up with our actual system. Alright, that's a little closer here than I thought it was. Yeah, I don't like that. Alright, give me this. We'll tighten that up a little bit more. That'll work. 60 and 60. Yeah. We don't need more than 60 because we're gonna split. 60 will keep going. 60 will pop out. That splits to 30-30, which then splits again to 15-15 at each of the actual processing points. So none of these belts need to go over 60, and we only need the 120 into this point. Does that look right? No, that's gonna clip. Okay, we want to go a little bit farther out. To there, probably. Let's get back on top of these so I can see what I'm doing. And there we go. 120 directly into here that then splits evenly. And then we'll have another 120 that spits out this side. Right now it's all gonna hard feed into those because there's nothing over here, but that's fine. We are prepped for later. Right now, I mean, it's only gonna get 60 per second anyways, or 60 per minute, because that belt can only support 60 per minute. So it doesn't matter that... Oh, did I accidentally place the wrong belts here? I did. Come on, give it to me. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. Now we're doing it. Alright, so we're feeding 120 into the machine, but only 60 can escape. So that's fine. It is then loading up 30-30, or splitting the 30-30 and then down to 15-15 and loading this up. So this is going to back up while we run water, which is good. Because then we won't have the weird one like this one where it's just not getting fed. That's kind of a byproduct of us trying to transition from biofuel to coal live with everything plugged in. It didn't quite work as intended. We kept running out of power. And unfortunately, with all of our existing systems plugged in and running before, we were using upwards of 299 of our 300 capacity of our biogenerators, and if the power shut off, the water didn't flow, which meant none of these could work. So now they're basically keeping themselves afloat. We have current power load room to work with because not everything is running back at the main base. See, we're only using 146 right now. Yeah, we're well under our produced limit. So these can back up with ore real good, and we should be fine. So let's get back to our lake. A good opportunity to stack a few more of these real fast before I forget to do so. So yeah, we're gonna run... We've got 2 more mines, so they're gonna run atop here and continue even farther out to run. So this belt down here can support 4 more of these. Each of these then can support 8 apiece. So we have 20 more mines to add, or 20 more generators to add to this setup. The limiting factor is really gonna be water. That is our biggest limitation, because the pipes can only support a maximum of 300 pressure, which is enough to support 4 of these guys without a problem. 5 would be too much. We just don't have enough to cover it, at least properly, because we are trying to minimize how many pumps we have to go in it, each pump making 120. So I don't really have room in the pipe for another pump's worth of water, so we can't really support... We'd be making more water than we can actually sustain, so it's just easier to do 2 to 4. It's simpler math. It's maybe a little less power efficient, but without being able to like fuse all the pipes together and share between the pumps, it's not really a good way to do this. It's making 120 per minute. It's keeping the pressure up. Yeah. It's keeping this running at max speed. So we are good to go. So let's get us down some more pumps, if I can find them. Here we are. Find the right spot to sneak these in. Yeah, you're encroaching on something's clearance. I'll find a spot for you. There you go. Pop. Pop. Don't worry, we'll come up with creative ways how to get the rest of them in. Or I'll get better pipe stuff and it won't matter. That is another possibility. Maybe we get better pipes at some point, and that makes this entirely moot. I really don't know. I've never done this stuff before, so we are well into uncharted territory as far as I'm concerned. Or my gameplay experience is concerned, anyways. Just go ahead and put that there. Grab some pipes. We're probably gonna have to go get some more copper. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough for these long runs we're gonna have to do. Duck under that. I can go ahead and get on top here, which makes this a whole lot easier to run this stuff. We gotta be careful not to plug it in, because that's not what we want. Oh, right. Toxic plant. Forgot about it. We gotta be careful about the toxic plant. It's very angry most of the time. Okay, there we go. Let me get back up here so I can see what I'm doing. And yeah, we're gonna run this just like we are the conveyors. We're just gonna stack them on each other. I just find that that is a lot easier to deal with. Than trying to figure out where to put them otherwise. Oh, that's a big spider. Y'all figure that one out between the two of you. Good to see the various animals don't like each other as much as I don't like looking at them. Okay, there we go. That's some weird pipe angles we're getting there. Okay, let's see. If we bring this to the edge of the pipe, it should... Yeah, not quite that edge. Come on. There we go. Right there. Perfect. Now that should let me bring it down without an issue. Beautiful. Okay. Now we can set things up properly. So like I said, each of these only supports 4 producers anyways. We're not gonna worry about the clipping with the pipes. I just don't care. Okay. That's not perfectly straight, and I don't know how I managed to... Why is it off? How is it off? I don't understand when it does stuff like that. Like, this one should be here. Hold on. Is that better? There we go. Something to walk on. There we go. And then this last one. Yeah, we're gonna do this even though it's kind of not necessary. Because it makes it a whole lot easier to see where the ends are when I'm coming by to build later. Okay, so now we have water and coal up here. Now we just need to turn on the water pumps. That we also need to add these things. So first of all, we need to figure out where... You are ugly. Do we risk fighting you? Probably, just to get rid of you. Alright. That's dealt with. Oh, that was ugly. Okay. So. First things first. Oh, yeah, that, like... Oh, that's ugly. That's fine. These are gonna come in this way anyways. Oh. The water pipes are gonna get real weird. Oh, god damn it with a plant. Keep forgetting that that's there. It's just so inconveniently close to all my stuff. Okay. Go ahead and put that there. Plug you two in. That gives us water. We're still well under our max production, although our maximum consumption is way above. But we are running. Now, let's go figure out where we lose pressure so I know where to put the pumps. This one has nothing, so we need a pump here. Go. That's that one taken care of. And we really climbed a hill here. Well, that one's actually got more pressure in it. Probably angles down slightly. This one's got very little. But it is filling. Okay. That means this one's full. Oh, so it's got to pump it up the waterfall. Okay. It's getting there. That's got water in it. It's doing its thing. This is full now. Wow. Those pumps do a lot. This one's starting to lose some. This one's filling. Lots of water needs pushed up this hill. Is it making it? It can't be. Oh my god, water makes it up here. That one pump is enough to boost it all the way up. I mean, there's barely any water down here right now, but, I mean, it's still getting spun up. Barely any water making it here right now. There's a high water demand. Maybe we give it another shove towards the end? Just to kind of help it along. Maybe right about here, we just give it another shove. There we go. Flow rate all the way up. Yeah, now we got 260 here. Flowing across this. 275. Which is way more than we need. That cascades down, which keeps flow rate up. We're a little light here, but we should be pressurizing as more water gets shoved up the pipes. Let these fill up with water, and they should kind of take care of themselves now that they have some water. Here we go, we're full. That's what we like to see. We've filled up with water. So now it should be properly pressurized. As it backs up in the system. There's a lot of water pipe to fill, I will say. Oh, we're rigged, so let's get us some proper power lines. Right, that's how we're doing this? We're just running along this line? Yeah. So that goes there. This one then reaches over to here. And over here. Where these each plug in here, 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 and here. I kind of placed that awkwardly, but it's fine. They're all running now, which brings our grand total power up to 600 megawatts, which we are using nowhere near that much at the moment. That might be a little difficult to grab, but I think we can pull it off. Yeah, we can grab that. Okay, that'll be fine. We'll have to run another pipe across the top here to reach out to 4 more. But that sounds like a problem for future us, because we have plenty of power now. That is our power plant set up for now. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Exactly what we like to see. Endless automated power. Let's head home. We have some research to spend off into space. And while we wait for... once we reach a point where we can't make any more of that, we are going to go start building our new research hub area. I also need to set up a storage box for the fancy box, the fancy thingamajigs. Wish I could limit how many were made. Although I guess I could just not make a box and just put the 500 in a regular storage container for now. Because that would block up the ability for it to do stuff. I can also just fill the crate with other items so that they're not made for the time being. I just don't want to burn all my other resources making an item I don't have a need for right now. Because I can't make 2 of those items in the Phase 2 objectives just yet. Maybe I find something that I have a lot of, like basic plates. Oh, we have a bunch in here of this stuff. That's shouldn't be in there. Alright, let's drop off plant or animal parts that we don't need. We're saving this stuff for some research. Don't really have a use for these. We've got a bunch of random garbage in here. Alright, let's go drop off. I say drop off. Don't really have anywhere to put them to put them down right now. Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll pick up a stack of 50 since that's exactly what we need, and we'll put down what we have in the empty space. I am talking about these things. Beautiful. Now we've got the 50 we need, no more. You guys, I need 150 of. $150. Fantastic. 300 cement, we definitely have, and then we need 1,000 wire. Not cable, wire. Beautiful, plenty. Sort that. We'll make more than enough wire to replace that in moments. The amount of stuff we have backlogged. And I'm definitely not worried about power running out. Okay, spaceship's off.
Milestone reached. Steel production unlocked.
We've unlocked
grants
steel.
Access to new, simple steel parts. An additional project part can now be constructed. Progress to the next phase is now possible.
Cool. We can build another one of these, probably, is what she's trying to tell me. That's good. We have room for this. So what we're going to do is we are actually going to rearrange some of this over here. Because I can take... Because we changed how we're doing some of this. Oh, I guess I can't take the stuff out. That's fine. We'll launch that last one before we move on. Okay. If we do that, and then I walk over here, and I say... Oh, I don't know. Just go ahead and... split this into oblivion. I don't know how high these stack, but there we go. And then we sort us. Okay. Looks like they don't stack very high if they stopped at 48. But that gets them out of my inventory. And now they will simply back up into here, where hopefully this blocks up the storage, so they just stop. Okay, looks like 50. 50 is what they back up. We'll produce some more. That's fine. We'll have 100 in reserve, a little over 100 in reserve for future projects, if they become relevant. That's a lot better than endlessly making them, like we had thought we might have to there for a minute. These take the frames and steel. Okay, how the hell do I make steel? I don't see that in here. Do you make steel, perhaps? No. Do you make steel? You make steel. Wait. Is that iron or steel? That's steel. Alright, so steel beams are made out of steel ingots. Where do we make steel ingots? If it's not here. Sure it's not you? Yeah, no, it's not you. You take the bar. How do I make steel ingots? Okay, hold on. You, how are you made? Iron and core... iron ore and coal ore in a foundry. Okay. Oh, we actually have a use for coal. Okay, maybe we can't make as many, as we thought up there at the power plant. Three and 3 in a foundry. Is this not a foundry? Oh no, foundries are new. Okay. Cubes and rotors. Probably just grab a stack each, honestly. We have plenty of these. We need a stack of you. And a stack of you. That should cover us for a minute. Lovely to see all the stuff in the factory moving again. And whatever we have excess at the end will be converted back into... we'll just leave this running, so it'll make more at the end. Alright, so this is iron ore over here. I need a foundry. I'm just gonna place one because I need to know what the recipes costs are. Alright, so steel. 45 and 45. That is an absolutely terrible equation. Because 45s don't divide by 120 and 60 well. I hate this already. Oh boy. And then it makes 45. Which is also not great. Okay, then we're gonna need a constructor to make the beams. Oh, and they make pipes too. Oh, I hate it. Takes 60 per minute. This is not going to be well balanced with what we have. We're gonna have to upscale and 30. So we need 90 per minute steel ingots. Which, that, fortunately, does produce at the appropriate quantities for 45s. So the fact that this, when properly filled, produces at 45 each is actually very good. Because that means 2 foundries can supply pipes and beams perfectly. We're gonna have to mix them and split them, but that's fine. That's 45 and 45 combined, so we can use the 60 belts to bring them to the merger, use a 120 out of the merger, then split them again into 2 60 belts that take 40... Actually, we can just... If they make 45... Well, no, because these want 60 and 30. Yeah, we'd have to split them again, so when we get overfed, the backup would then make it balance out. And then the fancy thing... do I have the resources to even drop a assembler down? I do. You take modular frames and 30 steel beams per minute. You're making 50. Oh god, we're gonna need so much to run this optimally. Alright, this is not gonna run very well for a while. This is probably gonna be one of those I just let run overnight until we get more stuff running. Yeah, this is gonna be not great. Because they're gonna get overfed if I bring them a 120. But I can't bring them a 60, that wouldn't be enough. Because that'd only be 30 apiece. And we have this thing, but we can't really do anything with it yet. Our weirdly overlapping bases, because we built 3 separate structures that are not connected originally. Because we started way over there. It's bad. This is not permanent. None of this is permanent. It's all getting redone eventually. That's a normal iron, so that's 60. We could say... Oh, it's gonna take so long to run. Alright, we're gonna leave these here for research purposes, so I can quickly look at stuff. I may do steel off stream, because I'm gonna have to do some math and some running around. I might need another source or two of some things. Yeah, it's gonna take some figuring out. Alright, how about a random... Well, actually, spaceship's back, isn't it? Oh, we almost have enough for this on our person. A little bit more wire and some more rotors. And we actually have enough for that. Fortunately, I can't pick up less than a stack when they're stacked up. There we go, that's better. I hate having too much of that stuff on me when I don't need it. Oh, look at this, this is already backed up. I love it. Now this I don't mind having a bunch of because it is power lines as well, which is very much needed. Spaceship go space!
Milestone reached. Long-range transportation, as well as the construction of outposts, is now encouraged. Vehicle stations have built-in functionality to refuel and restock.
Alright, that's gone.
Parts.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'd just do the steel off-stream, and we go work on... we go work on a storage... or research base, that's what I mean. Just what I'm trying to say here. Can I not place storage boxes in here? Guess not. Really would have liked to have placed one in there, but whatever. That'll do. Please take all of this random stuff that I'm not gonna need where I'm going. Sort that. Beautiful. Oh, actually, I want a little bit more than that. Beautiful. Alright, now we're going to fill up on iron. We're basically setting ourselves up with an absolute ton of pieces for making floors. Beautiful. We can now make a lot of these. Yeah, that's a lot. I think we'll be okay for a minute. Maybe we see about the next research first before we wander off. I don't have a ton of inventory spots, but I have some. And it's only another minute and a half here, so maybe we just wait for this to come back. We move on to the next tier. Because we've done everything up to tier 4 now. So we got advanced steel, which we are going to need for this thing, which we need 100 of. A better miner, that might actually help. Ah, that makes normal nodes 120. That means we'll have 240 coming out. That's actually very nice. There's our hyper tubes, which we need for mobility. These belts do 270, which is perfect. That's exactly what we need. Stackable pipelines. Well, we'll be replacing some of our power generation pipelines with that eventually. So that'll solve some of our headaches. Yeah, the 270s. Industrial storage containers for bigger storage. 48 spots. That'll be for where we're going. Power storage is huge. That would be very nice. So that can give us some reserve power if ever. So I don't need this as my backup batteries. I will have actual backup batteries. That requires steel. This is all stuff we have. This requires steel, and this requires steel. Okay. So, only thing we can do right now is this one. So, we'll add it here so I remember to do it. But I need to set up steel. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. Because everything going forward requires us to have steel production going in the first place. So that sounds like a problem for later. Let's go start putting down the foundations of what will be our eventual base. And I believe it's this way. Yes. So we're just going to go all the way over here to our new property and place an absolute ton of foundations. Now, one thought did occur to me while we're running. Is there any more cost between any of these? There's not. Okay. We're going to try the different sizes. Because I think with the water, we may want the bigger ones. Just to help hide some of the coral and whatnot that pop out at the beginning parts. Might be slightly easier to work with if we use the thicker ones. Or maybe the thinner ones might actually be better. Since they don't cost anything different, there's no reason to not try. If the bigger ones cost more, then maybe it would be something I'd care about, but since they're all 5.2, regardless of the scale, might as well try. Hey, buddies. Don't mind me, just running through. Yeah, I can't wait to run a train through here. Ooh, is that a spider? It is. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I can't wait to run a train through here. That's gonna look so nice when it's done. Have a nice train line just running through here with all the materials on it. Several trains worth, basically. Just kind of chain them on one big line. Maybe run some parallel lines to increase throughput. Will look very nice when I'm done. Oh, that's poisonous stuff. We'll just avoid that. This is fine. We kind of want to go this way anyways, towards the coast. Yeah, eventually we won't have problems with any of this stuff, because we will be moving way too fast for the stuff to get to us. In protected tubes and trains. Alrighty. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Here's the coral edge. Right, the water disappears when you touch it in this game. That's weird. Alright, that was strange but fast. And here we are. Okay. Now, I kind of want this to be, like, flush with the water, almost. Is that something I'm going to be able to do? If I place this, how does it look? Oh, that's perfect. That is right on the water's edge. Now, the problem is, I think it's a little too off of north. Look at that. We're right on the water level. That is exactly what I was looking for. Perfect depth. Now we just need to kind of build it out a little bit. God, it's so fast when you build with this mode. I love it. Place. Place. There's just a little bit of clipping here at the entryway, which is fine. What are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. We've already gone through quite a lot of materials, but we also have a ton left, so I don't feel bad at all about what we've done. Look at this. Pick that back up just so we're even on all the sides. Beautiful. Look at this. Look at this huge area we're gonna have to work with where I don't have to think about running into stuff at all. This is just big, flat, empty area. And you know what? This is probably a good opportunity to swap up some of our looks of things. Oh, okay. I guess I maybe don't have a lot of options just yet, but I can do colors. Let's see, how does this look? Ooh. Ooh, I actually really like that. Okay. I don't see where the red is on it, but if we put one of these down so I can see. Yeah, I don't see where the red is, but I do like how it looks. I wonder if that's retroactive. Yeah, we're just kind of gonna fill in this whole area with flooring. What if I just turned all the foundations in the whole world into this color palette? I mean, I'd be down for it. It would be really nice if it did. If that's like a forever kind of thing. I don't really know how many we've built at this point, to know if we're centered anywhere, but we've certainly filled quite the area with our platforms. Try to get all the way over here real fast. Okay, this seems to be our limit. Right up to here, and now it's going that way until the ends of the earth. Yeah, because we're from here to here. That is quite the distance, honestly. This is a very large area to work with. And we can go all the way back to the edge of the map. And we don't have to keep it perfectly symmetrical. Like, I could curve around this terrain a little bit if we wanted. Really make this a big base. Actually, this might go farther over than I think it does. Yeah, it goes all the way over to here. Honestly, that is a huge swath of area. And then all the way out. This place is going to be massive. I love it. One after another. Oop. God damn it. There we go. Well, it's just building 10 takes like 2 seconds. Bam. throw it out there. Man, this would have been nice to have known way earlier in building the original base area. I mean, just look how fast we put all that together. That's insane. I don't know if that went 10 or 9. Guess we'll go find out real fast. Yeah, it went 1 short. I think we actually only have 9 extended on the other ones as well. From here, going out, but let me fix that. We are going through the building materials rather quickly, though. Hopefully the base has replenished them by the time we get back. I also expect to do this a lot until we get it built out enough. And we'll have to expand it and upgrade it as time goes on and we get better materials and we figure out better stuff. And of course I figure out more materials that need to be made in the first place and bigger storage containers. Perfect. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. That means this is a 21 deep setup right now. I don't know how wide it is. That is one thing I don't know. I'm hoping it's an even number, otherwise we're trimming one off somewhere. Probably over here, because this is where it clips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3. 53. Okay. We're 53, which is odd, which is perfect. Means there is a center to this thing. 53 middle would be, so call it 52, so 25, 26 in, and then the next one over would be our dead center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, centered. Okay, this is our centerpiece. Beautiful. Now we know where the door is. Now, we're going to go straight out the back until we run out of build area. Wherever that might be. Or we run out of building materials, whatever happens first. We're gonna see just how big this place is that we've selected for our build. I know it's massive, but how massive? Now remember, this is just for storage, research, and a transit hub. So all of our, like, hypertubes and whatnot will be centered here. This is not our main factory. This is just where we live. Oh my god, it just keeps going. Look at... I can't even see where we started anymore. This thing just keeps going. Look at this. Look how far out we are. I found the edge. It's right here. Okay. So this is the edge of the map. Right here. Anything beyond this, and we take damage. Okay. That is a ludicrous amount of build area. Honestly, we could build the whole factory out here. Like, I have so much room to work with. Look at this. Look how much space there is. This is insane. I have no idea how many total tiles this is. I will count it later. All I know is that is the edge of the map, and that's all that matters. We have found the edge. Interestingly, you can build past the edge without anything holding you back on that. You take damage if you cross it. So this is our new area. We have a surprising amount of resources left over after everything we've built so far. Like, we built a lot of these foundations. And it just lets us keep going. Which is good, I guess. It's good to know this stuff goes a really long way. Considering we're gonna need to put up all the walls at some point. We'll also need to build, or customize it so it all looks a little better at some point as well. Because right now it's all kind of just samey and a big block. Just like that, we'll fill this stuff in. I think this is the last layer we'll add for now. This definitely sets us up with an area to work with. We'll have to run a whole lot of... We'll have to move, like, the space elevator over here at some point. Our awesome sink, our awesome shop, the hub, all that stuff needs moved over here at some point. Right now is not that point, because we don't have an easy way to get the materials over here just yet. We need to get steel going, so we can afford the better belts and things. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we're basically out of materials anyways, so that's a perfect time to just call this section done for now. That was an entire inventory, basically, of resources devoted solely to building out our next home. Come on, jump. There we go. That massive, massive structure we have. That is just so much room. And look how much farther out it goes. We will have so much storage. I love it. Also, hello. Unfortunately, I cannot read, what was it called? Acrylic? Is that how what it's technically called? Can't read those letters, and definitely can't speak what I'm going to assume is Russian, because that's the most common language spoken that uses that one. Uses that letter system. I'm not as familiar with the other languages that might use that, so if it's wrong, I'm sorry. I just don't know what other languages offhand use that system. Boing. Alright, let's bounce on home and start trying to figure out how to do steel, and where we're gonna do steel, honestly. Because that's a whole thing of itself, of where are we gonna put it. We don't exactly have an area that works well with what we need. Oh god, I found a field of the pain. Okay, we're gonna try to skirt around that. Oh no, I found more of them. Okay. Okay. I think we're okay, though. We just keep running, I think we will be okay. Yeah, we seem to be okay. I think we escaped the exploding guys. We don't exactly have ammo for our weapon that we've made. I could make it, but that'd be a bunch of resources spent on producing weaponry for... Well, I don't do a lot of fighting, I'll be honest. I mostly just avoid the problem. Alright, let's bounce our way over. I kind of want to make the space elevator like a centerpiece of our new base. Like with a big domed ceiling that reaches up to it, where it exits. Although, that being said, it doesn't come down very far. Like the actual shuttle thing. So we could get it pretty high up there ceiling-wise without interfering with it visually. So maybe we'll do that. Oh, I didn't realize our friend had built a staircase down to the lower level here. That's convenient for getting back up a lot faster. Bit of a shortcut. Oh yeah, it does retroactively work. Okay, look at that. I like that. In that case, since it's retroactive, let's paint the base. Oh, hello. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have followed me. Anyways, what was I doing? Yes, I was painting the base. Let's see. Factory swatch. Oh no, I wanted to grab it. I want to edit it. To the default. Alright, so that's the orange. So we want to make the orange red. And then we want to make this color that. How's that look? That red's a little too bright, but I do like the dark. Alright, let's darken the red. Maybe there. Still a little on the bright side. Doesn't seem to be getting any darker. How dark do I need to make it actually look like a dark red? Or just not care? It may not care is the problem. Why are they not updating? Okay, so we want to make the orange a dark red. And we make this black. We're gonna darken this as well. Now it updated. Oh, I actually really like that. That looks much, much better. It's kind of like a deep red to go with everything. Maybe it's a little too dark. No, I actually really like that. That looks really good. It's a deep rustic red. Oh, with a, you know, a gunmetal kind of. It's all gray and silvery. That actually looks really nice. It's got like red accent, deep red accents. It looks really nice this way. And that's everything colored that way. I don't seem to be able to change anything with that. Yeah, I don't really have any options there. I just seem able to color swatch the whole place up. So everything's a lot darker now, which I like the look of. Yeah, the inside's still the default, but the outside's nice and colored pretty. Okay. Well, we are back now, so let's grab all of our materials from here. Take all. And we're also gonna deconstruct that, because we don't need it anymore. Now, how much of these materials do we just have on hand? Look at that. Just had a bunch of them in my pockets. And there we go. That's all of the rest of those, and then some. I love how this area looks now. And bootin'. Okay, that's literally
Milestone
everything
reached.
up to steel.
R&D inflated your pocket dimension, added an additional hand equipment slot, and have provided an improved Xeno Zapper with increased strength and range.
Okay, what do we need for the better Xeno Zapper? I would assume is over here. Oh, we can make rebar, that's cool. Xeno Basher. 2 Xeno Zappers. And I'm gonna need a bunch more of the wire. Okay, well we have this. So there's that. I need to take the one out of my inventory. So that's good. And then we need another stack of the wire. And we can make a better melee weapon. Which is kind of our go-to since, you know, melee doesn't run out of bullets. You can't run out of ammo for your melee weapons. They just work. Beautiful. I love how this place looks now. It's way more, like, down to earth. A little less construction site, a little more, space. Nice. Oh, yeah. Now we've got the sword. Alright, now we got our beaten stick. Let's see, can we get any more stuff with the MAM? Requires... We actually probably have that stuff. Requires a blue slug, though. That requires a power cell, which we get from... or power shard. Right? Is that what the research was? Which we should be able to... Oh, wait, is the reward a power shard? Purple power shards. Oh, that requires a purple slug, which I don't think we have. Yeah, we only have blues. Okay. But we can make a blue. What do we get out of that? Overclocking. That unlocks overclocking. Okay. Let's make a blue guy. Come with me. Need to make a single power shard. And we can now overclock things. Beautiful. Research time of 1. Can't afford. Oh, we need the mushroom. Got it. Oh my god, that's expensive. Okay. That's the toxic obelisk, which requires me to have nobelisks in the first place, which I don't have. Oh, we get an extra hand slot. If we make some cloth, which we're currently not making, but we do have the recipe for. That requires stuff we can't make. Same with that. So that we could make that. I just don't. We don't have it. It's also not really necessary. From what I understand, it only splits based on what the material is, not how many it is, which makes it useless to me. Progarant. Oh, this one might actually be useful. If this one will let me decide how many of an item are going in a direction, that would be really nice. Okay, that's gonna require a bunch of stuff. Power pole 3, yeah, okay. That's technically researchable, but I also don't know if I care. Yeah, okay. Hey, it's raining again. Interesting for the desert that it's rained twice. Interesting in the, like, huh, that's neat kind of way. Alright, you want these to upgrade, and that gives me my heavy modular frames and my automated wiring. Those are the words I was looking for. So we'll need those. This also gives me a better miners, which will speed up the whole process. Hypertubes might be useful, though, for getting around. I think they need glass, though, which we currently can't make. Honestly, I think advanced steel is probably the way to go. Yeah, because we need those encased beams to make this anyways. So this is our next one. That's our next goal. Why don't we get the concrete and... Oh, actually, I have the concrete on me. Let's get as much of this stuff out of the way as we can. Just to reduce how much we have to think about it. I really do love the rain effects. It looks so good. Oh, you see the reflections? Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's not often you get a construction game that actually looks really good like this. Most of the time you kind of skimp on the aesthetics for, you know, functionality. But this game just looks so good when they do things right. But I guess that is the advantage of being in a better game engine than, like, Unity. Unity's fantastic, don't get me wrong. It's perfect for what it is, but Unreal 5 it is not. It's really good at what it does, but it's not, you know, the new Unreal Engine. It's like, or 6, or whatever number we're on with Unreal. That stuff's insane. Look at this, that's actually getting pretty close now. That is only as full as it is because of the limited... It's being fed as fast as it can empty. It literally can't lose stuff fast enough. Although I guess at this point it's starting to empty faster, because these aren't being fed enough. So now that their backlog is eaten up, they're slowly falling behind. Alright. What do we need? We need some more... Honestly, we need more plates and concrete, because we're going to need more foundations for this. Okay, let's go with some more basic plates. Because all this stuff we're about to place is going to take up a lot of space. And then we're just gonna let it run overnight. We'll upgrade the efficiency of it later. Right now we just need to be making stuff. Perfect efficiency is not required. Okay. Oh, shit. I'm still constantly falling off of things. You would think with all of this base that I have built, I would have figured out how to not fall off of it constantly, but I have not. Is this gonna clip with the actual ramp? Can I get through here? Yeah, I can get through here without a problem. Okay. That was my worry, that was gonna be too high, but we seem to be okay. Beautiful. Just bring this all the way out. So we might as well make it safe to walk on while we're working. Fantastic. So, these things are needed for one of the future recipes. It's one of the reasons we're bringing this so far out. So I'm gonna have to bring those in at some point. God, that's gonna be jank. Eventually, this will all make sense. Eventually. Right now, obviously, it is kind of a mess, but it'll eventually be very well organized and work flawlessly. Why do I feel like... Why is one side different? Is that the input? Oh, I see. You're a put-togetherer. You're a merger, so your inputs are red, your output is gray. You are a splitter, so your input is red, and your outputs are gray. I get you. That's why you're more red than you. It actually makes it easier for me to see what's what. I mean, it's pretty obvious what's doing what, but it does help add a layer of, hey, this is definitely what this machine is. Alright. So, we are going to need foundries, constructors, and assemblers. Now, a foundry takes coal and iron, and makes steel at 45 per minute. That steel is then made into 2 different items. Steel beams and steel pipes. At a total consumption of steel ingots of 90. Means I need 2 of these to run it. I feel like these are too close. So these are going to feed into a merger, which I no longer have on my bar because I'm dumb and put stuff over top of it. There we go. So a merger. Right about... Oh, I don't have enough... Wow, I don't have enough tubes. Been a while since I've had that problem. There we go. Okay, merger should go here. There's no reason to use fancies because they're only 45. So we'll bring out at 60. We then need to split again. I know, seems silly, but hey. Since that's going to be fused, that is 90. So my 120 belt can hold it. These are not centered. Okay. I know this is perfectly on the line. This is on the crease. So we're going to adjust for that. Oh, I see. They're not centered outputs. Oh, that's horrible. Okay. I can't clip these at all, can I? Oh, I dislike this building. I fundamentally dislike this building. Oh, it's horrible. It's fine, though. It's functional. At this point, that's all that matters. We will run better belts later. When we have a better system. Right now, we just need to get this stuff going. Alright, so now we need... No, not assemblers. 2 constructors. 1 of each flavor. Okay. So one of you is going to make steel beams. The other's going to make steel pipes. And since we're not going to go above 60 in either of these, we can split these evenly. Like so. And we should balance out. So this one's going to get 45, which is not enough. But this one's also going to get 45, but it only needs 30. So eventually this is going to back up with steel beams. And that backup will push the remainder out this way, balancing the whole thing out. Because this will want to be even, and once it can't go that way, it'll go that way. Then, once we have all of those, we will need a fancy assembler. Now, I get the feeling that those pipes are going to be needed for something in the future. So, we are actually going to build enough space in here for an eventual splitter. But these are produced at 15 per minute. So there's no reason to go any faster than a 60 belt. Because they just literally can't be used fast enough. Although they want them at 30 per minute, but hey, we just can't make them that fast. Not without seriously reworking the entire base, and honestly, we don't have the resources right now. I need to find more sources of iron and coal. Although, realistically, what I need is the upgraded miners, which require steel. So I think we're just gonna suffer for a short term until we have enough stuff. In fact, I'm gonna leave these here, and I don't think we're gonna actually make them anytime soon. I think the much smarter idea would be to simply store these materials like so. And we will deal with the fancy crafting later, because we need the raw materials for advanced stuff, which will help us get more resources per minute to run all of this stuff better. Because right now we can't get it here fast enough. We can't get enough stuff fast enough. Doubling the output of our concrete, or our rocks, would increase the flow rate for our concrete over here. So we'd actually have enough. We'd have to upgrade all the belts, but honestly, that's not too hard to wait overnight for. I can just let the game run and go to sleep when we do that. And I certainly like that aspect of this game, where I kind of can just let it do its thing. And it'll figure it out. Okay, sort my inventory. Now let's see, we're gonna need a power cable here. Gonna need a power cable here. And honestly, that's probably all we're gonna need right now. Now we'll just go ahead and run this over here somewhere. Try to find a place where we can plug in. What's not using all of its nodes? I'll leave a node here. You are not. Okay, perfect. These are now plugged in. So we know our current workflow demand is 387, which is still well under our production of 600. So these are good. Now we just got to get iron and coal over here. Now, we know coal is way up there. The question is, how much coal are we going to need? Honestly, I can only currently get 60 down here. I have a 60 here. I just gotta wire all this up, and we have a 60 supply we can just bring straight in. Right, these are belt ones, right? Yeah, Mark 1 belts. Because we're only getting 60 at the moment. We want logistics. I need 4 and 5. That'll work. Okay. Then we'll go down here. And then we'll make... This is where we'll kind of jump across the open air. But it's the easiest way to wrap around, honestly. Two. Turn. Cool. Come on, snap. There we go. No, we don't want that. We want it to actually... We gotta go to each of these and give it an anchor point so it curves properly. This is to optimize the routing. For the whole thing. There we go, much better. 90-degree turns just look nicer, honestly. It's the real reason we're doing it this way. Okay. This is our iron taken care of. It's now down here. That's 60 per minute. We'll leave that there for now. We're gonna put a splitter right here. We'll back it up just a tad, I think. Just to make room. Iron. Look at that. It'll take a while to get here as well, but we're about to run the coal from a million miles away too. In fact, we might steal the coal off of our existing power setup. That would require that we have to run another mine next time we want to upgrade power, but it would get us the coal without running any extra power right now other than these machines. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Is we need to split for these. Actually, can I... It's a merger. I would need a splitter. Like so. I can. Oh, this is gonna be perfect. And then we go from you to you. And you to you. There's our coal. How are we gonna get that from there to here? Probably just gonna build a path up. It's gonna be a lot of ramps. Probably go under it and then pick it up from the other side. That might be the easiest way to do this. And we'll put that right there. And that's how it feeds in. Now we just gotta get the coal over here, and then run power for the other system. Okay, let's get some more supplies. We're gonna need them. I was impressed with how far what we brought with us earlier went, but honestly, I think we're gonna need possibly way, way more. Okay, hopefully that's enough stuff. I'd hate to get halfway there and be out of building materials. We no longer need... that. I want 8 and 9. Yeah. Okay, let's see. We're gonna build from over here. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Look out, big guy. That was so stupid. I literally just walked off the edge when I literally hadn't built anything for me to walk on yet. Because I never clicked the second time. That was so dumb. Okay, there we go. There's that. Now we'll go, like, over to there. Is that far enough over? Oh, shit. Well, crap. Might be able to get it to a spot where I can get back onto it. Because I'm an idiot and fell down again. Okay, there we go. I managed to get myself back on. Alright, we got our stuff back. Okay, and now we need to go up. Okay, we need to go up a lot, apparently. Right, don't walk off the edge, idiot. Okay, this one's a bit in the way. So we'll just back up too. This is, it's gonna be a lot, I think. Just give me 10, I'll figure out where I'm going from there. Okay, right about here, we can go that way. Well, maybe not quite. Maybe to there. Okay. I know, you're very grumpy, Mr. Alien Bug Thing. Okay. Now, where is... my excess. It's way down here, isn't it? That could work, and then, well, hold on. Let me grab this. Put that, like, there. Can I just hook in? Yeah, I can. That'll work. That'll solve the problem. How far can I go? Here. Okay, that gets us down to here. Now I have a much more reasonable pathing to make. We are gonna centralize this, because I kind of prefer that. Having tried multiple methods now, I kind of still prefer the central method. I think it makes it easier to get everything where it needs to go. Look at that, nice 90-degree turns. Honestly, I think the rain in this biome is better than our home biome. I hate that it's not good for that turn. It's just not right. That won't quite make the turn now. Why? That's centered. I see. It actually needs to be one farther out to make the corner proper. But that won't make... Oh, that makes that slope a little off. The slope's less noticeable than the, It's harder to see the slope being off than it is to see the 90-degree being off. I think we're gonna have to do that for all of them. The landing's got to be just a little bit farther out if we're gonna immediately 90. Too far. Okay. This is not perfect, but it is functional. That is maximum length, so we will... There we go. Why is this one wrong? This one's just weird, and I don't know why. We're gonna do it manually because it's being weird. This is more like it. Now that we're done with the slopes, we can stop having weird angles. Now we're just running very long, perfectly straight lines. Just go till it runs out, place a pillar, and keep sliding. Okay. Oh, that's off center. How did I manage that? That's better. Beautiful. Centered. 1, 2. One, two. Give those nice, perfect 90-degree angles that we love to see. Whenever possible. Just makes everything look much, much better. Cole is nowhere near keeping up with me right now. And now comes the jank bit. In line, 1, 2. There we go. That elevates it up, turns it 90 degrees, directly in. And eventually the coal will get here. In the meantime, we need these more than we need the other ones, so you can have the coal. That I inevitably picked up in my adventures. Let's go get a whole lot more wire. And go hook up that iron mine. And the other mine that's out there that's currently on like an independent power source. We don't want that anymore. We want this to be all wired up to the main hub. Because that's how we like things around this base. We'll just cut the corner there. Lots and lots of these need to be placed. But once it's all plugged in, it'll all be on the shared network, making it that much easier to tell where everything is. Really big extension cords is basically what I'm running. The amount of distance between my power source and these mines is ridiculous. There would realistically be some sort of power loss over this kind of distance on any sort of reasonable copper-based wiring system. Like, we are at a point where copper just doesn't have the connectivity to reach this far. We are at the limits of copper. So unless these towers are like capacitors that are somehow relaying the power, but even that wouldn't help. They would need their own independent power sources to be able to relay it. And they're clearly not using their own power sources because the power's not making it that far. These cables just basically are too thin. They are not thick enough cables for the distance we're trying to cover. Oh, this had to have run out a long time ago. Yeah, that's empty. Oh, this one still has stuff in it. We're gonna take it away from it, though. We want these shut off. We're gonna shut down these bio burners. I don't want them messing with my equations. Oh, frames. See, that's been stationary for a while. That's full. We've shut that off. Is this still full of stuff? If it is, we're gonna make use of it real fast. It is. Okay. God, that's a lot I just put in my inventory. We're okay, though. Why won't this... Snap. The hell? Why is it going that way? That's not at all what I drew. You come out here and then go into there. Well, go in here and then plug in. Is that messing it up? It's like reversing. Okay, hold on. Something's weird here. Something about this is not liking what we have going on. Oh, do I have the box backwards? that the problem? I think I have the box backwards. I think this is the output, and that's the input over there. Whoops. Okay, here's what we're gonna do to fix that. Okay, I apparently messed that up when I was placing this. I wasn't paying attention. Yep, it's backwards. It's 100% backwards. Okay, that should solve that problem. This then comes up here. No, get rid of you. And goes like that. We're gonna let that come to a stop. Or I guess it's not really going to, because it's got so much it's got to move. Take all. I'm gonna help move this over. Okay. My inventory's empty. Guess we really didn't need that, did we? Alright, small little detour on the line to fill this, basically just use all that, what's in that box at some point. Because it's just taking up space, being wasteful otherwise. So might as well put it to use. Alright, we were moving power lines, that's right. Don't need that anymore. I just realized that one's jacked up. Oh no. Go. Jump on here. There's a lot of dangerous shit down here, and I don't know if it's respawned or not. Okay, I think we're good. I don't know what the respawn time on those things are. And there was some scary nonsense down there at one point. I'm not gonna worry about it being tidy in the air. It doesn't matter, let's just get this nonsense run. This mine is way out here. There we go! This mine is now making iron. This is going to take a while to get back to the base. But we are now technically making steel. Whenever this reaches. So now we just kind of have to wait for this belt to make it all the way back to the base. And steel will be produced. Yeah. Looks really nice. We're getting there. A little bit of jank on some of the belts as we move along, but it'll iron out. So yeah, there we go. Steel production done. We now have coal power. We definitely need to upscale even more. But we're not even using 400 of our 600 produced in terms of power. So we've got plenty of spare. There's some fancy ores around here. We got some shiny rocks. Yeah, we really don't have anything we can do with them yet, so they're just kind of here. Eventually, they will join on a conveyor belt to go along this path. Eventually, someday. Not now. Because I can't do anything with them anyways. Yeah, iron comes along here. Back to the base. Looks like somebody forgot to clean up a foundation from the other day. Uh-oh. I've made a mistake. Oh, there's water down here. That could be useful in the future. Okay, there we go. So yeah, iron comes along here. All the way back. And we'll feed steel. And that's kind of, it's kind of that done. Now we just gotta wait a lot again. Oh boy, waiting. So exciting. But now that we gotta go like miles for this iron to be useful. Like, tons of miles. I wonder what the build height limit is. I guess we'll eventually find out when we're building ridiculous structures. Especially when we try to build a building around the space elevator. If it'll let us. I will encroach on it as much as the game will allow me. I want to make it as, like, up to it as possible. Yeah, it's gonna be like an hour till all this iron makes it down here. Coal finally made it. The coal doesn't have to go nearly as far, though. But hey, we got the coal loaded up. Ready to go. That is so cool, actually. It comes in from all the way over there, but then this double stack splitter setup, I will be using this in the future. I really like this. Alright, did you guys make anything? I wonder. Oh, we have 2 steel beams. And 6 steel pipes. Okay. What we had on hand actually did something. It's gonna be a while before that iron gets here, though. Do a time check. Yeah, I think that, that's about it for our goals today. I can try emptying my pockets. That might be a mini goal. Can I unload all this that I have on me? Alright, we got the concrete out of our pockets. That's cool. Yeah, we need advanced steel production so we can get the better mines. We can make... all of this can go faster. Yeah, we're not putting down those plates. We did not use as much of this as I thought we would. We also produced a lot more than I thought we would. Oh boy. Well, the rest of it we can keep on us. It's mostly just plates at this point, which we don't really have a place to put at the moment. This is where an awesome sink would be helpful. I wonder what those cost, because I don't think we have one anywhere. At least I didn't build one. We have an awesome store, but I don't think we have an awesome sink. How much would one cost? 45 concrete, and what we have on us. That might be a solution to our pockets full problem, finally. There we go. Just a little bit of concrete. You require power? Yes, you do. Okay. It's fine. We have some power right here. There we go. Okay. Now we can, put stuff in it. Let's get a storage bin. Put that there. Run a belt on over to there. And then stuff we don't need in our inventory anymore can just go straight in there. Honestly, I'm going to leave this running overnight, so we're not going to lose much by putting these down, I think. Well, we could use them. Honestly, we probably will use them. We'll be fine. I'll keep the hard to make stuff. The hard to makes and the concrete will stay. Because these actually take a bit. We don't have a ton of them. Look at that. Sort that. Wonder if sorting it changes what comes out. Although I guess maybe it takes from the bottom first. I don't know. It'll eat all the stuff and stuff it into the awesome sink. Which is pretty good, honestly. We'll get a couple of coupons. How much power drain are we running on now that we just dropped that big boy in here? We still got more than enough power per minute. Like, we're making more power than we need. And we know the power generation is properly balanced, so it will never run out of fuel. Because we did the math properly. I meant to put biofuel in, not take out. 215 we have in there now, which is nice. Sort that. Heat sinks. We got a bunch of like advanced stuff I've collected around. Got some of these encased industrial beams I found laying about. It's nice to have the clutter out of my inventory. You know what? Can I go ridiculous? Even faster. I just doubled the rate that it sends stuff. Okay, well, that's that. I mean, it's a little shorter than I had intended, but we're kind of in a holding pattern while I wait for the iron to come make steel. Like, I don't even see it yet. Are we even remotely close? Let's go on a run and see if we can find our iron. Where are we, iron? Are we even, like, remotely close? This is insane. This is a very long run of belts. Hopefully there's not, like, a hole in the belt anywhere. That would be just a travesty if I missed a belt section at some point in this huge building project and never even noticed. Running it, like, I ran this thing, like, 20 times now. You'd think I would have caught anything if there was anything. Well, I can see the iron. Here it is. This is as far as we've gotten so far. We can at least see the base from here. So yeah, ended a little bit sooner than I originally had planned, but I don't really have a whole lot we can get done right now till we get some more steel. And stockpile some more resources. So I guess this is the part where I kind of let the game run for a bit, and we pick up again next time I'm in the mood to play this, and build more of the mega base. I'll try to unlock, I'll try to get the factory set up at least to support some more of the materials. So we're at least making the other advanced stuff with our research. Because that's just going to take a minute to get it all unlocked while we wait for materials to come in, and then wait for stage 2 or phase 2 to be done. And once we phase 2 it, then we should be in a much, much better spot overall. So I might do some of that off stream. So next time we can do a little bit more interesting things like building a base and building the actual factory for this when we have tier 2 miners and tier 3 belts that can support all of the stuff we're gonna move. Because right now this is kind of a makeshift all-in-one base. It's not very well optimized or laid out. Everything's kind of janky and just everywhere. We've got storage boxes where we don't really need storage boxes. We just got the awesome sink to clean up my inventory problem throughout the whole base. So we will look into properly setting this up. I'll also probably spend some time setting up more of the power generation just so I can get all of it done. I have 2 more 120 mines to work with, and that's before I take them to tier 2. So we're actually going to have to try to upgrade that whole system. We could probably take it even further with the amount of power we can generate out there. But honestly, I don't know how much we're going to need. So I'm wary to use it all when we obviously need some for steel. But tier 2 miners are a must for the steel production. Just because of the amount of demand we have for iron at that point. We aren't making enough iron, period, to run everything. We have too many things that demand too much iron ore in total to keep up with the demand for all of the produced items in proper quantities. We also, without tier 3 belts, we literally can't move items fast enough to feed some of the later machines. Like our screws, we're making screws faster than we can consume them simply because we can't move them to the consuming building fast enough. So, due to that limitation, we need steel. That's the solution to our problem. We need the steel produced so we can unlock tier 3 belts, so we can use tier 3 belts, whatever those resources are going to cost, and get those placed wherever they need to go. For the couple of locations that are going to need it, for the most part, tier 2 belts are going to be enough for a lot of our machinery and lower. Just doing the math on the production costs, because the mines will go to tier 2, which produce 120 out of the basic spots instead of 60. So a tier 2 belt will be enough to support that. which does mean we get double the resources, though, across the board. So we can upscale pretty significantly and build more things in total. So I think I think it's at this point, I'm just gonna kind of let the game run. Get all of the remaining, get the steel research completed, and probably set up phase 2 for launch. I'll save actually launching it for on stream. That'll kind of be like the big thing we do is we pull the lever and send it off. But right now, yeah, we need a lot of steel, and then I'll use that steel to set up the production of the phase 2 items. I may or may not do that part on stream, but definitely in the on stream will be the launching of the space elevator again to complete phase 2 and unlock the next stage, because that will also mark the point when we completely redesign the production base. It'll be a full overhaul at that point. We'll move the hub, the space elevator, awesome sink, and awesome store, and all the other like special buildings over to the new base location. And we'll turn this entire area... Honestly, we might elevate it, just to give us more space overall. We might bring it up to, like, this ridgeline area, maybe even higher. Just to give us more room to work. And we'll make a massive, massive factory to just process all the stuff and then send it off to our research facility. Although in this, I think early on, we'll just have it stored at the production facility and take it ourselves. Maybe we'll make like a hypertube connection, so we can just come over here, grab what we need, and then hypertube back. That seems like the most optimal way to pull that off in the early parts of this. Hey look, we're finally actually near the base. We might actually start making steel soon. But yeah, I think that's going to be a good stopping point while I wait for this machinery to work. Would have loved to have done more, but, you know, limitations of what I can do in the game. So yeah, I'm going to wrap there, and yeah. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you all next time. Bye!